friends. So today, before we start our picture matching, our I Spy game, I just wanted to go through how you pronounce all the sounds. Parents, when we are working with sounds in language in our classroom, we do not ever use the letter name. We only use the sound. That will be helpful for decoding early on CVC words. So let's just go through the sounds. So when we're talking about sounds and we're seeing the symbol, which we will add in a few exercises, but the symbol always says something. So we would say, this says a, this says b, this says k, this says d, this says eh, this says f. This says g, this says h, this says I, this says j, this says k, this says o. This says this says n, this says a, this says p, this says qua, this says this says s, this says t, this says a, this says v, this says w, this says x. And you will notice with these beginning sounds, the x sound only has ending sound pictures because there are far more pictures available with ending sounds. So that's the one sort of exception to our beginning sound I Spy game. This says y and this says z. Notice that we try to just say the sound, isolate the sound that that letter makes. We are trying our hardest not to say add an at the end of it. Sometimes we could say this says d, or this is m. We just want to try to get the purest sound that we can. Sometimes it happens that we have that, but we can always correct ourselves later on.